Hello everyone and welcome to YouTube channel of CA Sansar. I am CA Neha Gupta and today we shall be discussing a very important judgment recently passed by the Honorable Delhi High Court in Writ Petition 7 430 of 2020 in the case of Corner Institute of Healthcare and Research Centre Private Limited versus Income Tax Office Ward 63. The judgment was pronounced on 27th of July 2020. I am sure you must have come across situation जहाँ पे हमारी रिटर्न प्रोसेस हो जाती है 143(1) में, we get a order and where the refund is determined. But when we check our bank accounts, there is no credit of refund. And when we go and check with the income tax department, we are met with the one line mechanical answer कि आपका रिफंड विदहेल्ड किया गया है सेक्शन 241A में क्योंकि आपका केस स्क्रूटनी के लिए सिलेक्ट हो गया था और आपका 143(2) का नोटिस इशू हो चुका है. It is very confusing for a normal layman to understand कि on one hand उनका रिफंड इशू हो चुका है, डिटरमाइन हो चुका है, बट ऑन द अदर हैंड डिपार्टमेंट इज सेइंग कि हम विदहेल्ड कर रहे हैं एक सेक्शन 241A में. Before we move any further in our case, let us understand कि what is this section 241A is all about. So friends, this section was introduced by Finance Act 2017. Let us read the bare language of the section, then we will move forward. So where any refund of any amount becomes due to the assessee under the provision of subsection 1 of section 143 and the assessing officer is of the opinion having regard to the fact that a notice has been issued under subsection 2 of section 143 in respect of such return that the grant of refund is likely to adversely affect the revenue. He may, for reasons to be recorded in writing, and with the previous approval of the Principal Commissioner or Commissioner, as the case may be, withhold the refund up to the date on which assessment is made. So, in simple language, what does Section 241A says? कि assessing officer को पावर दी गई है कि they can withhold the refund which has been determined in a 143(1) order in case where notice has been issued for a scrutiny assessment in 143(2). But friends, this power is not unlimited. The legislature, to maintain the checks and balances, has inserted three important conditions in the section. वो है opinion, writing and approval. These three important conditions lay fetters on the power of the assessing officer. इस केस में assessing officer को एक independent opinion form करना पड़ेगा कि why the issuance of refund would adversely affect the revenue. He has to take into consideration all the circumstances, the relevant facts, and bases the circumstances and the fact on an independent application, form an opinion that granting of refund would be adverse to the revenue. Second condition में, the opinion formed by the AO has to be in writing. And thirdly, a second level check is there that whatever opinion has been formed by the AO and put in writing should have the approval of the Principal Commissioner or Commissioner. As you will see that there are various factors which can affect the issuance of refund. Some can be the grounds for the issuance of notice under 143(2). Amount of tax liability that the scrutiny assessment may eventually result in, and the creditworthiness of financial standing. For example, say we have a company which has a total income of 50 lakh. The revenue perceives that the addition will be made in the assessment and the resultant income will come to 1 crore. In the original return, assessee had sought a refund of 10 lakh rupees. तो जब 1 करोड़ की इनकम डिटरमाइन होगी तो उस पर 30% टैक्स लग जाएगा, 30 लाख रुपीज. एंड असेसिंग ऑफिसर फील्स कि द assessee will not be able to pay that because of his financial standing. So that case may be a fit case to withhold the refund of 10 lakh rupees, क्योंकि the assessing officer somewhere knows that the demand which will come, the assessee will not be able to pay. So let us come to the issue in consideration in the case that we are going to discuss. The issue for consideration was whether a notice under 143(2) can be a sufficient and valid ground to withhold refund under 241A determined by an order under 143(1). So let us move to the facts of the case. So this company was in the hospital business. They were providing medical facilities. For assessment year 18-19, they filed a return of income on 29th October and claimed a refund of 1 crore 43 lakh 48,810 rupees. The case for the assessee was selected for limited scrutiny and a notice was issued under 143(2) on 22nd September 2019. फ्रेंड्स, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नोट कि एसएससी का केस लिमिटेड स्क्रूटनी के लिए सिलेक्ट हुआ था. लिमिटेड स्क्रूटनी में only those factor can be checked by assessing officer because of which the case has been selected. His power is limited to only those factors. Thereafter, CPC processed the return of the assessee and issued an order under 143(1) dated 12th November 2019 and determined a refund of 1 crore 57 lakh 83,688. But the assessee never received the refund. He went back and forth with the department to know why the refund is not credited to his account. So, in one such hearing, the petitioner was informed that his refund has been withheld under 241A of the Act. Very important to note, friends, that neither the copy of the order was given to the assessee nor the reason for withholding the refund were communicated to the petitioner. The petitioner was aggrieved. He approached the Honorable Delhi High Court seeking mandamus for directing the revenue to grant him the refund that was processed under 143(1). It was only during the course of the hearing that the reasons for withholding refund were given to the petitioner. So let us see what were the reasons recorded by revenue for withholding his refund. You would be amazed to see, friends, that there were only two reasons for which the case of the petitioner was selected for scrutiny. And these two were the same reasons that were recorded by revenue also for withholding his refund. The first reason mentioned was the claim of large value refund, and the second reason mentioned was lower amount disallowed under section 40 AI in ITR as compared to audit report. No other third reason was mentioned by revenue in the reasons recorded. Now, the petitioner, obviously aggrieved, filed his arguments in the court and he mentioned that the withholding of refund in his case were totally contrary to the provisions of section 241A. As we have already seen, that 241A has given three limiting factors. The opinion that the assessing officer has to form should be independent, based on facts and circumstances, should have a case against the assessee, should be in writing, and should have the approval of the principal commissioner or commissioner. Where in the instant case, we can see that merely two reasons were mentioned in the reasons, and those two reasons mentioned nowhere determined that there was any financial problem with the assessee or did not mention that what would be the tax demand that would come later on after the scrutiny proceedings. There were just two reasons, that there is large refund and there is 40 AI mismatch in the ITR and the 3CD. The petitioner, in his arguments, relied upon two jurisdictional judgments of the Honorable Delhi High Court in the case of Maple Logistics Private Limited versus PCCIT and in the case of Ericsson India Private Limited versus Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax. The respondent revenue argued that there were genuine reasons for withholding the refund and therefore assessing officer was right in exercising his jurisdiction. So before we move forward and see what the court finally held, let us take a minute to know what did the two judgments that the petitioner relied upon were all about. So the facts of the case in Maple Logistics Private Limited were very similar to the facts of the SSE. In that case also, there were no reasons recorded in writing to justify the withholding of refund, and even the approval of PCIT was and even the PCIT, while giving the approval, did not even examine the reasons recorded by the assessing officer. Considering the facts of the case, the High Court finally held that the fact that notice under Section 143(2) has been issued is obviously a relevant factor, but it cannot be used ritualistically to deny refund. The AO is required to independently apply his mind and evaluate all the factors before deciding the request for refund of taxes. Herein, the Honorable Delhi High Court has again pressed for the issue that there should be an independent application of mind by the AO. It cannot be an empty formality that only because a notice has been issued for scrutiny that would serve enough to withhold the refund under Section 241A of the Act. Coming to the judgment in the case of Ericsson India Private Limited, on similar facts, the proposal and approval in that case also both did not contain any cogent material justifying the withholding of refund under 241A of the Act. The court finally concluded in Ericsson that the interest of revenue lies in collecting revenue in a legal and justified manner. It does not lie in retaining the collected taxes in excess of what is justified, since the excess collection cannot even be properly termed as revenue. So, friends, finally the court, in its finding, also took cognizance of both these judgments of Maple Logistics and Ericsson India Private Limited, and finally concluded that in the instant case, the exercise of withholding of refund under 241A without recording justifiable reasons was not in consequence with the intent of law and the mandate of the provision. The court vehemently held that the reasons cited do not support the finding that refund would adversely affect the revenue. The court thereafter has granted 3 weeks to the revenue to find some conclusive reasons for withholding of refund of the SSC under Section 241A of the Act, except the fact that there is a notice which has been issued and large refund has been claimed by the SSC. The court has held that if the revenue is unable to come back with a fresh set of reasons in 3 weeks, refund shall be granted to the SSC along with interest. So, friends, whenever you are also faced with such a situation where your return has been processed under 143(1) and your refund has been determined, but the department does not issue that refund, you can obviously go to the department, seek the copy of order under 241A, check the reasons recorded by the AO, whether the AO has mechanically only withheld the refund because there were a notice issued under 143(2), and if it is seen on the reasons recorded that that is merely the reason, you can always approach the court with the copy of the reasons and seek directions to the court that, considering the judgment that we have discussed, Maple Logistics, Ericsson India, the reasons recorded do not display any application of mind and they are empty formality, and refund should be granted to the SSC along with interest. So, friends, thank you for watching this video and do subscribe to our channel CS Sansar for more such knowledgeable videos. Thank you so much for watching.